Take that, enemy spaceship. This is Star Command for the Magnavox Odyssey 2, allowing you to fly through space and destroy enemies for reasons that aren't explained in the instruction manual. But it's still fun nonetheless. We'll just assume there's a cosmic conflict of interest. And for that, they must all be destroyed as quickly as possible. You start each mission with a total of 15 enemy spaceships to blow up in the vacuum of space. The number on the bottom left tells you how many are left to be destroyed. The number on the bottom right is your energy. Your energy meter goes down as you fly through space. You lose 10 units of energy when you shoot your lasers, and 50 units are lost if you are exploded by an enemy spaceship. This game plays a lot like Starship on the Atari 2600, which I previously reviewed, and you can watch that review and see the differences between the two games. The most notable difference is how the game is scored. In Starship, you shoot as many enemies as possible within a certain amount of time. Different enemies are worth different points, and there's a couple varieties of gameplay. In Cosmic Conflict, you always have 15 enemies to destroy, so the whole point of the game is to destroy those 15 as quickly as possible. But the one thing Cosmic Conflict does really well is it gives you really entertaining messages at the end of each battle. After defeating the enemy, I have been promoted to Commodore 64. Awesome. This is the game cartridge for Cosmic Conflict, copyright 1978. Traditional, good-looking Magnavox Odyssey 2 cartridge with a handle. Easy to play. And one of my favorite parts of the Magnavox Odyssey 2 game console is the instruction manuals that came with the games, which were in many cases more entertaining to read than actually playing the video games. Now let's take a look inside this one, because this looks promising. It's got the Battlestar Galactica there. On the first page, they want to make sure that you know it's important to always be sure the power to your Odyssey 2 console is turned off before inserting a game cartridge. This protects the electronic components and extends the life of the unit. How does the unit have life if it's made of electronic components? Somebody should have called them out on that one. I always like the glossy black paper. They give you a nice full-color image of the screen here. Press 1 on the alphanumeric keyboard. You are now in command of the Starfighter Centurion and a legendary hero of the Earth Federation. Wow. That's pretty impressive. You start your mission with 1,000 megajoules. 1 megajoule per second is used to sustain flight. A laser burst uses 10 megajoules of energy. If an enemy starfighter comes within range and fires, 50 megajoules of energy are required to activate your deflector shields. And there's an enemy starfighter, an Imperial starfighter to be exact. Now normally I would say that looks a lot like a TIE fighter from Star Wars, but to be fair, it looks more like 3 Legos stuck together. It goes on to say the number 15 corresponds to the number of enemy invasion transports, battle frigates, and starfighters to be destroyed in this action. This number will decrease by 1 every time you shoot one. The number at the lower right of your screen represents the quantums of energy units in your fuel receptors. These energy units are expressed in megajoules. So I guess it runs on diesel. They get bonus points for giving you pro-flight controls. You pull backwards to go up, and some strategic hints here. And on the last 2 pages, they give you some really awesome late 1970s science fiction artwork, which is pretty cool. All right. Damn! I thought I had that guy dead in my sights, and I still missed. Depending how well you do, it seems to give you different messages. I haven't totally figured out what numbers give you what messages yet, but apparently I'm being instructed to cease fire, that the enemy has been destroyed. I haven't been promoted past Commodore 64 yet, maybe just like Captain Kirk in Star Trek IV. Even though he's demoted from Admiral back to Captain, he is in fact happier to be a captain. So the moral of the story here is once you have an awesome rank like Commodore 64, you don't want to do so much better that you lose that rank. In one of my other games, I destroyed the enemy with 675 units of energy left and was given another entertaining message. This game is actually kind of fun for a couple minutes here and there. It's really cheap and easy to find today. And given how old this game is, the graphics and traditional Magnavox Odyssey 2 style are bright, colorful, sharp. The controls are not bad. I think most of the challenge in the gameplay is just getting that springy Magnavox Odyssey 2 controller to move in diagonal directions with precision. Odyssey 2 games tend to use text and numbers really well, far more so than the Atari 2600 games did. If only they could have secured a few more third-party developers, because many of the Magnavox-produced games, in fact, most of the Magnavox-produced games, all look and feel more or less the same. I love the messages they give you at the end of the game, so I wanted to see what happened if I didn't shoot the enemies in time, and I was retired in disgrace. They've stripped my Commodore 64 ranking away from me. There's a slight discrepancy in dates here regarding what year this game actually takes place in the future. The game cartridge says 2076, while the instruction manual says 2089. I'm not sure what year this is supposed to be, but evidently the future is going to kick ass.